Hi everyone, this is Val. I'd like to show you one of the journals I've been working on recently. I've got quite a few to take videos of, but I'm so bad at taking videos, I've just put them off. But anyway, here's one to show you. This one is all about birds and flowers and nature, that kind of thing. The cover was created using a C4 junk mail envelope, which I just stuffed with cardstock to strengthen it and then covered it with some fabric and collaged photos, a flower and a little silver ladybird on a bowl pin. On the back, just a doily with an ATC card with birds on it. This journal measures 230 millimetres by 155 millimetres, which is about 9 inches by 6 inches. I've done something different with the sewing in of the signatures on this one, and I think it's my original idea. I've not seen anyone else do this. I call it a hybrid journal because I sew two signatures in. The first and the third signature are sewn in, but the middle one is a Maduri signature, which is just held in with the elastic, with the embellishment where the elastic is tied together. And I really like this style of journal. I've tied it together with some coffee coloured seam binding, and you'll see the laces in there are anything from white to cream to chocolate brown. That looks quite effective, I believe. So the kit I've used on this one is called Just the Basics, A Day in Nature by TLC Creations. Really, really beautiful with lots of birds and flowers and that kind of stuff. I have made this into 54 double-sided pages plus some book pages, journal papers and that kind of thing as well, and as I said, there's 3 signatures. A lace pocket here with one of the tags that I have handmade, which has the collage of flower, lace and ribbon at the top and the little tuck spot at the bottom for another tag. Card. Some very pretty matte paper that someone sent me in a Happy Mail package. I'm so sorry that I've forgotten who sent it to me. I do forget far more than I remember these days, so forgive me for that. A little flip down, flip up here with some coffee stained paper in there, and that just tucks into that little flower at the front here. And there's a tuck spot with some just basic ephemera from my stash in the back. A little flip up there with, again, that's just a little card that I've created from some elements in my stash. It's another picture from another image from the kit on that page there, and coffee stained paper and lots of tuck spots throughout the book. A doily that I've put a sticker of a pretty flower on there, just seems to go very well with this. Now this image here of the envelope, I am not quite sure where I got that from, but I find it very, very effective as a tuck spot in these journals that are so much about the birds and butterflies and flowers. Another kit page. This is just a page from a diary that I've used in my journals. And a generic tuck spot, a generic postcard there in that little side slide. Dictionary paper. It's the middle of the first signature and another double spread of that from that kit. Here I've made a layered series of tuck spot at the front. I've made a little pocket there out of tracing paper, and there's also a card at the back. Another one of these ones where I've just collaged a couple of things onto a bowl pin, and there's a little tuck spot at the front for some more of the ephemera. I've created a series of tucks here with some coffee stained paper. There's a side slide at the back with just some note paper sewn together with some material such as the same as the cover, and then there's a tuck spot there and a tuck spot in there in that flap, and I've just really coffee stained some lace to go on the edge of that. More of the elements of the kit there. There's an altered paper clip with just a guest check underneath, but I haven't embellished that, it's just very plain. One of the cards from the kit behind some of that paper that matches the fabric from the cover. And here we start on the Maduri style insert in the middle. Now I particularly love this because if you were to find something that you liked later on that you wanted to add into this book, you could, you know, if you decide, okay, that's got little birds on there, I want that to go in this book, I want to add that, well, you can add whatever you want. So if you just say, all right, I want it to go in there, and there you go, you've just been able to add your page to the kit. Now of course I know you could easily add things like that into the pockets and tuck spots, but I like the ability to be able to actually make it a page of the book. So that is particularly why I like the hybrid version, as I said. So just another one of those tags that I've made, just with some scrap papers and a little bit of bling up the top there with buttons and lace. Over this side, an envelope and little card that I handmade, just under that little top tuck there. Another card I just made with some scrap paper and a stamp and a bit of lace. This paper's not from the kit, it's just I think it was wrapping paper or something like that that I've just used in the journal because the birds just go so well with this thing. And just another little card that I've made out of scrap paper, and just collaged a little bit of a few other elements on the front there to just to bring that up a bit. Side tuck here, another card I've made with scrap cardstock and just a script stamp, washi tape and a word, bit of lace, bit of ribbon, sorry, and that's it. And another little tuck spot there with a couple of generic items behind there. This page is from another kit, but I'm afraid I don't remember which one it is. Could be a calico collage one. I have so many kits, you know, I just sometimes lose track of where things come from. That's the other side of that one, and it's very pretty paper, so I'll probably make a whole journal featuring this paperwork soon. I have journal kits that I've purchased that I've never used. Sad but true. And then again, I have favourites that I just love and do over and over. This is a little belly band there. Corner tuck. This is beautiful fabric from a dress that I deconstructed that was, although very pretty with lots of lace and tulle and gorgeousness, it was so old-fashioned. I'm sure no one will wear it except a fancy dress, so I topped it up. And it makes beautiful embellishments in my journals. And there's that page that I just added in to show that we could, but we can also show we can take it out again. Here I've created a multi-level pocket out of book paper. I just love doing these, and I'm going to actually make a video very soon about all the different ways I'll use that book paper. So if you're interested in that, please keep an eye out for it because I'll be posting that one soon. And so you get a tuck spot there and there and there and also right behind. So I just love those, and by, you know, like increasing the number of pockets that you can fit on one page, it allows you to have so many pockets but still leave plenty of space for journaling on, which is why I tend to you know, have my pockets and tuck spots multiplied if possible. Now I've got just a little side slide with another of those little coffee stained notebooks made with some material from similar to the cover sewn on the top. Another little side tuck there. Another one of those little flip downs which gives you some more coffee stained paper for journaling, and that just tucks there into the heart embellishment at the front with a tuck spot behind. More journaling paper. The other side of that coffee stained paper with just a generic but coffee stained paper at the back. Another little notebook with the fabric from the cover across the top, just a few pages in there, and a couple of little cards for journaling on in this little tuck spot here. page from a bird book, which of course is extremely appropriate for this book, and a little flip up there with a butterfly and a little generic kind of card from my stash. He's upside down one way and upright the other, so it's to stay like that. Another page from the kit, just really gorgeous, that one. And lots of generic stuff from my stash in this. The butterfly one is just, I think it might be Kaiser craft paper, and I've just used that as well just to add a bit of interest. It's pretty much how I roll with my journals. Unless I'm doing them as a design team project, I like to mix the elements. If they seem to go together, then I think it makes them so much more unique if you mingle the different kits together. And another little tuck spot there, but it just has my business details in there for the buyer if they wish to know a little bit more about me and where you can find more of my work. Thank you so much for looking at my journal. I hope you like it, and I hope you agree with me that the hybrid stitching system is it's got some real bones. I feel there's a real reason why I do this. I've done several now, and I hope you like it. Please comment below if you think the hybrid journal is a good idea, and if there's a better name for it. Thank you so much for looking.